You didn't get yelled at for grabbing food. You didn't get smacked around for spilling by accident. Hell, you didn't even get smacked for spilling on purpose. Because they do that too. Right? I didn't scream at you when you colored on the walls. I mean, I still vocalize myself and be like, oh, you gotta do that. You know, you're being destructive. I tell them all this time, like, you gotta stop being so destructive. Right? And like, when I was young, like, we got beat with things. We had weapons used on us, and there was no escaping it. Right? So when my kids grow up and they want to talk about how fucking bad they had it, I'm like, bro, I had it way worse. Like, zip it. But I don't think my kids are gonna be like that. I don't think that they're gonna be like, oh my god, mom. Oh my god. At least I'm hoping. They might, I don't know, who knows. Right? But I have faith that they're not going to be like, oh my god, mom. How could you?
Your hair.
And it'd be like, mom, you know, this really sucked when we were kids. And it'd be like, well, yeah, I was still doing the best that I could. I'm sorry that it turned out the way that it did, but I still did the best that I could with what I had at hand. Right? You know, there were things that I achieved through improvisation that I suppose you'll never understand what that's like until you have to do the same things, right? So until you have kids, you're not gonna know just how fucking hard it was for me. Right? Like when my kids were like, what, my youngest chewed on the fucking wall in that Airbnb. I was like, Mom, did I do that? Did I do that as a kid? Was I like this? She was like, oh, you were worse. I was like, thank you. Thanks, Mom. I needed to hear that. I did. I really did. Because my kids, what they do is not nearly as fucked up as some of the things that my siblings and I did as kids. I was a middle child though, so I was on the receiving end of some of the fucked up shit that they did. Like they literally fed me my own shit as an infant. Because my mom wouldn't change my diapers. She figured that the older ones were old enough to do it and take that responsibility. What a that's another thing that I was like, I could never. That's like forcing eulogy to clean Nigel. I could never.
Cut your ears.
Like, no matter how... It doesn't matter that I'm traumatized by poop. And I go through PTSD every... PTSD. I have PTSD. Every time I deal with human shit, I have PTSD. And it's because I was fed my own shit as an infant. And so, like, no amount of PTSD could ever make me force my children to do that. I'll deal with the PTSD. But my daughter, my son, will never change diapers of an infant. Never. Yeah, they did some really fucked up things. They inflicted pain on my genitals. when we were apprehended, like they were observing our behavior, and they were like, these kids were molested, and so they thought that it was like an uncle or that was not even close. Not even close. It's called a 5 and 7-year-old girl were being forced to change diapers, and they didn't want to do it, and they took it out on the one that was wearing the diaper.
I got the book.
Right. They inflicted a lot of pain on me.
They're tasty. Put it in your mouth.
So, later on in life, you know, I had an art teacher that was like super concerned about, she was like, why are you so sexual? Like, what? Normal kids aren't sexual like the way you are. Why are you like that? And I was like, oh, I was locked in a basement with my siblings and I was tortured as a baby. And then she shut the fuck up because she knew it was true. She was sorry for asking. I wasn't sorry to admit it. I survived. Yeah. And it's another reason why my kids are never left.
Bonnet?
Yep, that's why my kids are never left unattended, like alone.
Mommy, why are you
I
wearing
never
it?
lock them in a room or lock them in a basement the way that I was locked in rooms and basements with my siblings, because I know the fucking shit that they do. My baby.
Why are you wearing your bonnet?
Because I was tired of having it up in a bun. I prefer to wear a bonnet, son.
Yummy.
Keeps my hair out of my face. Did you just eat a booger? Nice. Alright, well, I'm actually going to sign off this time because it's after 10.
Bye-bye. Take that.
And I'll be back in the morning. I don't know what time. I might have to make a few phone calls first, but...
Where are we?
Okay. Good night. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being awesome. You guys are great.
What is that one?
That's mommy's face. Don't you know? Don't you know your mommy's face when you see it?
How did it went in there?
It's a sticker. Mommy made it. I gotta make more stickers.
Mommy, I want to see that one where you just did.
All right. See you guys tomorrow.